The administration then chose to defame me and, more importantly, the FBI.
Former FBI Director James Comey speaks out for the first time since being fired by U.S. President Donald Trump. Hello, I'm Anand Naidu, and this is The Heat. There was high drama here in Washington on Thursday as former FBI Director James Comey appeared before members of the United States Senate. In more than 2 hours of testimony, Mr. Comey laid out a version of events often at odds with President Trump, confiding that he kept contemporaneous notes of their conversations because, as he put it, "I was honestly concerned that he might lie." For more, we turn now to CGTN's Nathan King in our newsroom. And Nathan, it was extraordinary testimony coming from the former head of the country's top law enforcement agency.
Quite incredible. I mean, we're used to political drama here in Washington, but this was really an event that no one else wanted to miss. You know, bars were open early and playing the testimony live. There was a real spirit of you had to be there to watch it. And, you know, it did not disappoint. Let's have a look.
Those were lies, plain and simple.
Time after time, the fired former head of the FBI called the sitting president of the United States a liar. James Comey said the president pressured him on multiple occasions in private meetings and on the phone to drop the investigation into fired National Security Advisor Michael Flynn and to make public that the president himself was not subject to an investigation. Comey said Trump asked for his loyalty too. Is any of this a crime? Comey didn't directly accuse the president of committing a crime, but Comey said he had never experienced anything like it.
I don't think it's for me to say whether the conversation I had with the president was an effort to obstruct. I took it as a very disturbing thing, very concerning, but that's a conclusion I'm sure the special counsel will work towards to try and understand what the intention was there and whether that's an offense.
Comey says he did not act on the president's wishes, but kept records of the meetings and shared them with the FBI leadership. He says he thinks he was fired due to Trump's frustration over the investigation into his alleged campaign links with Russia.
I know I was fired because of something about the way I was conducting the Russia investigation was in some way putting pressure on him, in some way irritating him, and he decided to fire me because of that. No. I can't go farther than that.
The U.S. president, uncharacteristically, didn't directly comment on the proceedings, but his lawyer did, accusing Comey of lying on every accusation.
The president never, in form or substance, directed or suggested that Mr. Comey stop investigating anyone. The president also never told Mr. Comey, quote, "I need loyalty."
The most powerful man in the United States against, until recently, its most powerful law enforcement official. They are both now reduced to finger-pointing at each other.
And President Trump's silence didn't actually last that long. He took to Twitter in the early hours of Friday, and then in a Rose Garden meeting at the White House with the Romanian president, he was asked some thorny questions, and he came out swinging, basically accusing James Comey of lying, perjury, for the first time on the record since that testimony, and then also agreed, after a reporter asked a question, that he would go under oath and basically swear that his version was true, and dangled out the prospect that there may be tapes of the conversations. Quite incredible. You know, season 5, I think, of House of Cards have come out, but you needn't turn on the TV.
Thanks, Nathan, and you stay with us. There's much to talk about.